she said she would not date him because of his skin color.
Yeah.
That Esther repeated 3 times. What?
Because of the
Color,
color.
color.
The color. The skin color.
And you said you wouldn't date him because he was black, and you said something about him being charcoal. So, Noble Pie, please, what did you mean by that statement for our viewers out there who are watching for the first time?
First of all, I was a bit upset because he turned me up down first. But normally that's me. I don't date black men. Yes, I only date white men.
Hi guys, welcome to Kenganda. My name is Janita Maya and this is the Repart Podcast. I'll let my lovely ladies in this episode tell you who they are.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Natkunda Esther, and find me on the Pan-African Dating Show. By the way, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hi, I am Letitia. You can call me Noble Pie 256 on my social media handles.
Welcome, Noble Pie.
Thank you.
Humble Pie. O'Shea.
O'Shea Duke Jackson. Hashtag FBA from Sacramento, California.
Gen Z. So speaking about the Pan-African Dating Show that Esther hosts, by the way, if you've not checked it out, check out the Pan-African Dating Show. We had a guest on, his name was Stuart, and Noble Pie was one of the lovely ladies on the show. Now, she said something that caught our attention and we had to have her on this episode. Actually, want us to watch a clip from that episode and then we dive in.
What do you think about this guy? I think he's a bold guy. I like people who are straightforward. Yeah, but I love your voice. If I would meet a man like you, I wouldn't hesitate to say no. But maybe next time you choose me.
When you meet a man like him, you wouldn't hesitate to say no. Which means you will say no.
Yes.
You will say no.
Yes. Because of the color.
Of what?
Color.
Of
The color.
of
The skin color. Yes.
what skin color are you?
Okay, I am black. I don't want to have a black man, so I mean to have charcoal. Yeah. Sorry.
She don't like dark chocolate.
I mean,
I prefer white.
White men.
Yes.
Stop it.
Now, you heard it from her in that clip. She said she was turning down Stuart, who turned her down first, by the way. But she said she would not date him because of his skin color.
Yeah.
That Esther repeated 3 times. What? Color. And you said you wouldn't date him because he was black, and you said something about him being charcoal. So, Noble Pie, please, what did you mean by that statement for our viewers out there who are watching for the first time?
First of all, I was a bit upset because he turned me up down first. But normally that's me. I don't date black men. Yes, I only date white men. Yeah, for my interest, those who know me, I always tell my friends like I don't like black men because of some reasons.
What are those reasons?
Reasons I like that culture, that different culture about those white men. They have something special with them, like in terms of relationship. You know that these small things is us ladies who want. Okay, ladies like me who want. These men are always straightforward with love.
The white men.
Yes, the white men are straightforward with love. If he doesn't like you, he will tell you he doesn't like you. If he's just using you, at least from day one, you will know he was using you. Yes, and you go for it knowing that you're going for what you know. But
Be used.
yes, but a black man, he will let you. Okay, maybe want to use you, but he won't tell you directly. He'll first use you, then later he will tell you by actions. He won't even say it by actions. He won't reply your messages. All that.
He'll just ghost you.
Yeah, he'll just ghost you. That's the right word.
And how many times have you been ghosted by a black man?
Since I've grown up from here, Uganda, obviously from high school. From my experience, my first man was a black man because I'm African. I'm Ugandan. If I say I don't date black men, it doesn't mean I don't like, I'm a racist. It simply means I'm not interested.
Preference.
Yes, preference. Because I've tested left and right, and I think I prefer right.
So you're still attracted to black men. You can recognize like, oh, that one is an attractive black man.
Yes, for some reasons.
So I'm so sorry,
What
guys.
reasons?
Well, girl, please hang in there. First, give us the reasons why.
When it has different reasons why we go in a relationship. You can have a relationship for satisfaction. You can have a relationship for marriage. You can have a relationship for lifetime. So for satisfaction, it's not bad to go for a black man. Yes. But though there are white men who also can still act as black men.
Okay.
Yes, they exist.
But you would rather go for white for a serious relationship, but satisfaction, black men.
I rather go for a white man because one is love is not, it doesn't end here on satisfaction at the end of the day. It ends on respect, not lying. It has a deep meaning. It's not only on satisfaction. You have to be real and stick to your words. You have to, if you're saying you love me or you want to be with me for 50 years, that's what love is all about. It's not about sex. Yes. That's why I'm more interested in white men, because they are more of, they say what is in their mind.
They keep their words.
They keep their words.
Yeah, speaking of keeping their words, the white men you've been dating have not been doing it for you in the bedroom. So you've turned to the black men.
Okay. There are some white men who are dilute.
How?
Yes. You see here in
Go
Uganda,
away.
Sexually
What is
dilute.
that? Sexually
Go
dilute?
both ways.
both ways. There are white men who are in Uganda, like for 2 years, who are dilute in their minds. Yes. I'm talking about these men who have just come in to Uganda, like for a month.
Those ones are not good.
They're not so dilute with the Ugandan culture.
So those are the ones you would prefer?
Yes, they're the ones that I would
Me, I'm
prefer.
confused.
Yeah.
This diluting, let's dilute it.
Mhm.
The white men who have been in Uganda for a long time, are you saying because they've been in Uganda, they will have some sort of experience because of being in Uganda for a while, whereas the ones who are fresh off the boat in Uganda won't have that experience? Is that what you mean by dilute?
I mean, they can, okay, they may have friends who are Ugandans who will tell them, this is how we do it. You don't need to marry her. You can just have sex and dump her.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Oh.
dilute.
When they come from their original country, okay, not all, but some, they know if you really love someone, you must marry her or you must stay with her.
So that means, hold up, guys. The moment a white man comes here in Uganda, so for the ladies like you who are interested in white men, you would rather find a white man fresh 1 week in Uganda from Europe or USA. The moment you get to land, they've been here for a year. It's a problem. Because now they are used to Ugandan ladies compared to the new one. Now there is where my question lies. Girl, how many white men have you been with?
So far, I've been with 2 men.
Two. You
You're so
found them
bold.
here.
I love it.
You found them in Uganda.
Yes, because, I'm not going to.
Were they
found?
dilute?
Where were they found?
Oh, where did you find them?
First of all, I'm a hardworking lady. I was working in a restaurant. So this guy approached me when I was giving him his balance.
She even blushing. See the way she's talking about it.
Because I
Did
can't
he-
forget that moment. It was
Wow.
so lovely.
Tell us more.
Yeah. So that's how I met him in a restaurant. He came to our restaurant. I served him well. I think he got interested in me. And of course, automatically, I'm interested in white men.
Okay, hold. Gentleman number one.
Yeah.
Things move from the restaurant, go into other things. How
Yeah.
was he? Give us the experience.
You can meet someone, but you're not good. Yes, you're not good. There's some men, you can meet a white man, but they also have these disadvantages. Like, because of the difference in culture. Yeah. Some men, like, I don't know if I can say it out.
You say it.
Girl,
we'll blip it out
be
if
free.
it's bad.
Okay, they prefer asses. Yeah. They
Assets?
prefer asses.
Like
as-
Nyash?
Yeah, nyash. They prefer,
The white men?
white men prefer asses.
I thought they were into skinny girls.
Wait.
No,
You
like
mean like
passing through the ass.
yes,
Yeah, that's the
booty
problem.
booty clapping in the booty,
Yeah.
anus,
In
booty.
the ass. In the whatever.
Story time music. So hold on, wait. Let me. So was that both of those white guys that were trying to?
Yeah, the white men. But I actually when I originally I had my black boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yes. When I was when white men they
You okay?
they like asses, but also black
Are you
men.
crying? She's laughing so much that she's crying.
Wait.
No, I'm sorry.
That's the
It's
first-
because I'm holding.
okay.
I'm so,
It's
please
okay.
continue.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But I also had a black man
Yeah.
who also wanted an ass, and I was surprised because I think this is only in the white culture.
Yeah. Oh.
So when a black man also asked for the ass, I was
Yeah.
surprised because I thought.
What did you
it's
tell
only-
him? I'm just saying, like.
Men
I was
out
like,
here
I thought
asking
it's
for
only
chicks.
white men who want asses.
Oh.
So
But
then-
through the ass.
So then, what did he say? I mean, what did you say
So-
after? He said,
so
I
I-
still want it. Then what you gonna say?
Yeah. What
So-
did he say?
So I cannot take that as a problem because it's not about white men. It's both.
Okay.
Both
But-
white men and black men, they all want asses.
They want to
Girl.
use the ass.
They want to use the
But
ass.
the
to
white
pass
men
through the
want to want to use it more. The white men more.
I think
ass.
it's,
It's
it's
what
a
I'm
known
saying,
thing that
it's
white
in
men.
this era, I think it's known that only white men, but also black men want to pass through asses.
Okay, but white men more.
Because you said you were surprised to find out that your black boyfriend
Also
wanted
wants
to pass
through the ass.
because you knew it's
It's
the
only
whites.
white men who want asses.
So how did he go with your black man first thing? So did you go for it?
No, I didn't because I didn't expect from you.
But the white guy.
But the white guy?
I didn't, of course, because that's the reason why I broke up with him.
Oh,
Okay.
he kept
Yeah, that was the
asking
first
for
guy.
The ass.
The number two.
The chicks.
Booty clapping sounds.
Wait, if white men they like the booty to pass there, doesn't that make them gay?
No, I don't think it does. In the world of sexuality, it doesn't.
I think you need to have the other stuff to be gay.
Yeah.
But it's on the right track though. It's on the path.
Yeah.
Do they give you a reason as to why they want to pass through the behind?
Unorthodox.
Actually, I asked this black man,
Mm-hmm.
why are you asking for the ass? And he was like, it makes me feel better. And I'm like, why? You're going to hurt me. Why are you
Wow.
acting evil? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's evil, but
But let me ask you this though.
Then-
So the white men, let me just say this because the white men, they have that culture. So do you think that the white men, because you're African, they want to try things with you that they wouldn't try with their own women because they feel like you're African, so you would like you'll be easier?
exactly what I said is that I really thought that way, that they want to use me, but I was surprised to find out that a fellow African is also asking for the same thing. Meaning it's just a hormone or it's just people. It's not about culture.
Okay.
It's just someone.
Okay. So when I saw, actually I was the one when I saw that clip, I was like, oh, that lady needs to come to the podcast. Because let me just say, if he would have accepted you, if it would have been different, would you have said, oh, okay, you're black, I will still go for you?
I didn't understand the question.
Okay. So let's say if he would have chose you,
Stuart,
Who?
yeah.
Stuart,
Stuart
Okay.
from the episode.
if he would have chose you, because you are a good looking lady, if he would have chose you, or let's say a black American wants to talk to you, would you not talk to them because they're black?
Talking is talking, and
I mean, dating.
dating, I wouldn't, because wouldn't want to waste his time.
So even a black American, Ugandan American, you would still say no.
I would still say no.
Okay.
Literally, and deep in me, I also want to have mixed babies. That's my dream.
Okay. Let's talk about that. Why do you want to have mixed babies?
I feel like okay. I don't want to say that.
No, say.
I like mixed babies because I think it's my preference.
Do you think because
I've seen them, like I like their hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
do you have, sorry for being so blunt, do you have self-hate because you are dark skinned that you'd wish to have children who look different from you, their mother? Sorry for being blunt. I'm just saying.
Oh, it cannot be hatred. It's just a preference. It's just like someone saying, are you a vegetarian, or you don't like, or you eat chicken?
Mm-hmm.
you're just a vegetarian. It's not a problem.
Oh.
That's a choice.
Okay, so could you see yourself being with you see yourself being married to a white man? How do you feel his family would accept you being from Africa?
I believe with love, you're marrying a person. You're not marrying a family.
But how do they see it? It doesn't. I mean, that's how you feel. But what about they're probably not going to look at it in the same way that you see it.
Someone really loves you, he'll fight for you. Yes,
Okay.
he'll fight for you because there are some people who don't have families,
Oh.
especially the white men. They have some are born alone.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, some are born alone. Some have one brother, and the whole imagine someone having one grandmother. Yeah, so they're just born. They're not many families.
That's what you like.
Yeah.
I think I want to ask very importantly that when you look at white men, right, do you find them to be the people that could perhaps give you a better life than a black man?
About life, even a black man can give you life. Yes, but it's all about the deep feeling. I am more like I feel more comfortable with a white man.
You're yourself more.
Yeah, myself inside, deep inside, living the luxurious things because even black men are rich. Yes, living this luxurious life. I don't the affection. I feel like this is more interesting. Yeah,
They're more PDA.
That's what I want to know. Where do you think you got the notion of white men are this loving, they will not lie, they are more caring? Where do you think that came from?
Good question.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've always been asked that. But actually, so when I was young, I grew up from a family Sunday school, and these white people were always coming to our church and giving us gifts. So I grew up seeing them as nice people. So when I tried dating one, I felt it.
You feel safe.
Yes,
It's
I
taking back
felt
to your
safe.
childhood.
Yeah, it's
And
from
that's
childhood.
something you didn't get from childhood from black people.
Yes.
No black people are coming to Sunday school to give gifts.
Okay, to me, they were there, but to me, they were like dolls. Yeah, they were like cartoons. They were just so like loving, playing with
futures.
us, giving
Oh.
us the dolls, the gifts, and I got just interested in them. Yeah.
Because you saw them as giving you nice things.
Yeah, at my
So I
young
feel like
age.
these are good people.
They treated you nicely.
yeah, they
They
treated
were
us nicely.
caring.
Yeah,
Their
exactly.
love language was different from what you have seen from black people.
Yes, in church,
Mm.
in Sunday school church.
Can I
Yes,
ask you a
that's what
question?
I saw. It's okay.
Okay, so story time music. Let me ask you something. So let's say, for example, I'm a firefighter, right? And I'm at the top of the hill. And I decide I want to go and set the fire down from the hill. So I run down the hill, I set the fire. I go back up to the hill, I'm seeing all the terror. Then I say, let me go down and put the fire out. So I go back down and I put the fire out, and everybody looks at me as the hero. Would you say that I'm a good person, or would you say I'm a bad person if I were to do that?
I would say you're not a good person.
Why?
Because why did you set the fire?
Okay.
You want to be seen as a hero.
Uh-huh.
Be seen as God.
Yeah, am I a good person or a bad person?
I feel like you're actually a dangerous person.
Dangerous.
Yes. Because why would you set fire and then want to be seen as a god, as a hero? Yes. Why are you creating that commotion? You're going to hurt people. You're not caring about people's feelings. You're just caring about you being praised and being seen as a god. Why? So I don't think you'll be a good person.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you see Uganda and you think like Uganda has problems, do you think that they've gotten there by themselves? Do you think that they've been helped to be where they are?
Being helped by who?
Well, I'm just asking. Do you think Uganda's poor?
I think it's among the poor countries, but it's not the poorest.
One of the poorest.
One of the poor countries.
Not
Okay.
the
Not
poorest.
the poorest.
But it's still poor.
Who colonized Uganda?
The British.
The British. Do you think that the British really destroyed parts of Uganda or helped destroy Uganda to where it is now?
It's both ways. Because without colonizing, you wouldn't see these trends. You wouldn't see this development. You wouldn't see this English.
Wait,
We wouldn't be
so
communicating.
Wait. No. Let me. Okay, that's could be some benefits there, but the whites are no longer here. and you want mixed babies, and there are a lot of people who want skin lightening and all of those things, but the whites are really not here. So it's okay to bring the development, but if a person teaches you to almost hate yourself and to destroy everything that, like, most talented Ugandans are living abroad, what I'm saying is the whites are the same people that start the fire and put it out. So when you're looking at them as a youth and they come into your church, those are the same peoples that have helped destroy you as a group. And the way that you feel about yourself or even about others, you don't think that they help do that? So what I'm saying is, when you're looking at them as being nice, it's not nice to do the things they've done. My ancestors were brought in slave ships, the British, to America and beaten, whipped. Not to say that you care about those things, but now to look at those same people and say that those people are nice, you can't be nice and do people like that. I mean, in Congo, they cut your arms off. So what I'm saying is even though you look at them as being nice, that's not how Uganda got to its position. They're just as bad as the people that go down and set the fire and then put it out. So that's what you were experiencing when you were a kid. Oh, you're like, oh, these people are so great. Well, how are they that great? I mean, you have all these people that, in order for whites to be successful, why is it that Africans have to be at the bottom? And yet you're saying like, oh, these are great people. Do you really think that's the case?
Can I bring this in this perspective that I understand better?
Sure.
For example, when someone is giving you a loan, you have a debt, you want your daughter to go to school. He or she is sitting, for example, you neighbor, and tomorrow is a deadline. Someone gives you a loan. You don't have, you're going to either leaving your child to sit another year because they don't have school fees, or you're going for this loan. Okay? So you go and pick up the loan, and then you don't have money to pay back. These loan people come and pick your television. They pick your TV. Are they bad?
They're not bad, but I think the instance is different. How? When you were in school, you studied about colonization.
Yes.
From Oshe's point of view.
Yeah.
You studied colonization, and by the way, which is a very important thing to ask, when you think about colonization that you studied in school, do you think the colonization of the whites towards Ugandans you studied in school is painting them as good people or bad people?
Everything has a bad and good.
But
Comes with a bad and good.
But her question is, do you think that they're painted as...
Because what did you study about white people? They discovered Lake Victoria.
Yes.
They discovered
All
the
the
source
lakes.
of the Nile.
Yeah.
They discovered Queen Elizabeth Park. Do you think white people found us without knowing we don't have these things? Or they found us having these things and they
renamed
them, literally taking their power, our power from us? Do you think they did us a favor to come and rename those things that we should see them as good people? Or we should see them that actually these people are bad people because they found us with these things and they claimed to have invented them. Kubanga we have Uganda, the source of the Nile, Tujita Narubari. We already have a name for the source of the Nile called Narubari. Do you think white people did us a favor for calling it the source of the Nile or calling it the Nile, even if we already had names for our things?
I think they did you a favor because
Yes, please.
you see, there is a thing of appreciation. You have to appreciate. Yes, you know the river, but you don't know the value of the river.
Oh.
You don't know that someone has to put those lodges to make more money. You didn't know that. But because of them, you knew that it was valuable. You had a river, but you didn't know that it brings power. You just know it's for water, for drinking, for bathing. And yet power has, it's just broad development. I think this you have to appreciate.
I disagree.
It's not bad.
Winston Churchill used to
appreciation
write
is
about how
necessary.
advanced and developed he saw things in Uganda when he was here. There are British people that talked about the organization that they saw here.
Even C-section actually originated from Uganda. Did you know that?
The what?
Traditionally, they were doing it before the white people came and took over the name. C-section, cesarean, like the cutting of the...
Okay.
Can I ask you a question? Do you want a broke man, white or black? It doesn't matter. A man who has nothing. Would you want a man that's broke?
That is broke?
Yeah.
How broke?
I mean, to the brokest point where you think you wouldn't be interested.
Because if you're broke, it means you don't have knowledge or common sense.
Whatever you
Because
say,
you see,
financially, intellectually, anything that you consider broke.
Financially.
Yes.
Taina sente.
Yeah,
He doesn't have
have-
money.
ayinza obanga talina sente naye ng'alina amagezi agakola sente.
She's saying he may not have money, but she may
So
have
you
the
would
knowledge
accept
to
to
make
date a
the
broke
money.
person.
Okay, let's just say you don't want
Depends
you don't want a black man at all, right? Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. So if somebody has nothing that you don't want, you're not interested, right?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
Right. Because they don't have anything you want. But you're saying that that these people in Uganda before the whites came, they didn't know the value in some of these things. It could not be true because you just said it. They don't have what I want. I'm not interested. Clearly, they called it the what? Pearl of Africa.
Yeah.
So they had to have something that somebody wanted. Otherwise, they wouldn't have wasted their time in making this a protectorate. And so what I really honestly feel like, even like one of my favorite drinks, V&A, is named after Victoria and is it Albert? Victoria and Albert? Yeah, when you say they taught you English, I mean, it's good that they taught people English because I only speak English. But at the same time, you're just speaking in what? Luganda. What do you say when your husband says, don't say that? What are you talking like that for? Don't speak that. You wouldn't feel offended?
Depends on what we agreed, because when you're in a relationship, you agree on certain things.
But you don't think that that's denying part of yourself because that's who you are too. You're from Buganda, yes?
Yes.
So somebody telling you that you shouldn't speak Luganda, you wouldn't feel.
It's not a problem, because if you don't like it, why would I keep on saying? I would use English.
Okay,
I want
but let's say if you want to talk, you have a kid, you wouldn't teach your kid Luganda? Your kid couldn't speak?
I think that's the school to teach him, not me.
Okay,
No, to
but
teach
you wouldn't.
your language. Like if the white man says, okay, you know what, we're not doing your language, don't teach it to my child. You're fine with that.
You have a white man, you have a child with him.
Yes.
And your white man says, let's just stay with English. Don't, that part of Luganda, don't teach the child Luganda. Would you feel offended, yes or no?
I wouldn't. I would feel okay.
You'd be okay.
I would just be okay.
Oh,
So
but she's
what
okay
I'm
with
saying,
it.
do you think that Luganda is, as a language, do you think that it is less than English?
What do you mean?
Because you said they taught us English. So do you value English more than you Luganda?
Yes, because it has Luganda ends only in central. You've forgotten that people from east,
Yes.
people from north, who don't know Luganda.
Yes.
So I think English is favoring everyone generally.
Yeah. I understand it,
if
but
you think of like, okay, that aside, something like Swahili, which was supposed to also be like a national language, and there's so many people who know Swahili. Even with that notion that there could be a local language that could be used by everyone, you would still prefer English?
Yes, because it ends only here. And with the technology, you have to know English. Yes.
But the English ends in China, it ends in Poland, it ends in Brazil, it ends in other places. Ethiopia, it ends. It can even end in Kampala if it's talking to the right people. Like Alien Skin, can he speak English? I don't think so.
No.
Guys, no.
I think
it's gonna come for us.
Oh no disrespect. I don't want him to beat me up.
He
won't.
He speaks some English.
But not very much.
but he's not a person that we can say in Ugandan media.
The point is, what I'm trying to say is, you said they taught us English, but I'm trying to see how did that help Uganda develop that they know English, that they have been educated by the British, because you dislike parts of things about yourself. So what I'm trying to say is the white people will never teach you to appreciate you about yourself. And this is the problem with blacks. So if they're going to teach you something, they're not going to teach you to have self-confidence, because you've just defended, the things that were here, well, they didn't know what they were doing. And that can't be true, because they had several successful battles against the British. They didn't win the whole war, but they fought. They had several advances in scientific technology that you don't want to acknowledge. So what I'm saying is, how has that helped you? Because if you go to Canada, or if you go to London, or if you go to these places, I can promise you, even Dubai, that you will not be appreciated. Like the way you appreciate them, they will not look at you as the same. They will look at you as everything. Ex Esther, she's been in Dubai. So you have a love for people that may not have the same love for you. And I don't understand what you get out of it besides mixed babies.
I think my question would be,
first tell us what she gets out
Oh,
of
yeah.
What do you-
having that much love for white people.
yeah,
What do you get out of it? Except the love, the mixed
good
babies.
treatment, mixed babies.
What else?
Like getting out of them.
Yeah. No, like what else do you think you get out of loving them the way you love them?
Yes. I think you're a bit secured when it comes to property. Some of them, yes. Because when you black men, when for example I'm husband dies, you see your co-wives come with other children, and then you have to divide the property.
Yeah, and you think if you are with the white man, that cannot happen.
It can happen, but you are aware. He has one kid, doesn't have, you are aware.
So you think they will be more frank about, oh, I have a child outside than a Ugandan
They
man.
won't hide
Yes.
families than
They won't
than
hide
what you're
families.
used to.
Yes.
And also property will be secure that they are that good that they would share their wealth with you.
Even if they don't share, but at least you are aware of the property. You are aware of your rights.
Do you think in Uganda we don't have families where, is your dad still alive?
No, he passed on.
You have a mom?
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Yes, rest in peace. Did your dad leave your mom something?
Exactly what I'm saying.
Oh.
He left, but the sharing made
other
us
people
get
came up.
nothing.
Mhm.
Yes, at all.
Okay.
So she's talking from personal
Do you
experience.
think
and stuff.
your father's experience, how you saw your father with your mom, has influenced you to think that if I'm with a white person, things could be better?
Yeah, I thought it was actually on my side, but most people in Uganda, that's how it is. So you either go fight for the property or work for your own. So you decide. It's always there. It's always there. Either you fight or you know you have to. You believe that hard working can make you get your own.
Do you think a white man can fix your life and give you everything compared to you working to be something or have something?
Even a black man can do, but to me, it's preference. I combine a lot. Yes,
You combine.
Speaking
You
of-
said you combine a lot. What do you mean combine?
I consider different things. I
Oh.
don't consider only property. I consider
Ah.
respect,
Love, how they
consisting
treat
on
you.
your word.
I think
Yes.
my thing is when you share your notion, like your opinion with the two gentlemen that you've dated, do they go along with you? Are they in support of your opinion? Because I'm thinking when you guys are talking, you also have to talk about your countrymen.
Yeah.
I'm sure it does.
You tell them you
come
don't
up.
date black men.
Yeah. What do they say? Do they support that, or do they say something else?
Why would I tell him I don't date black men? Love
Oh.
is love. I just tell him I like you.
Oh, you don't talk about black anything.
Why would I wouldn't talk about, because why?
Do you think if you told a white man, well, you know what? I like you, but the reality is I wouldn't be with a black man like this. Do you think if you were open to that, he would think you're self-hating
Yeah, I would think you're racist, something which is
towards your own
which-
people?
Yeah, which is not good.
And you don't want them to have that picture of you.
Yeah, but you don't have to prove to someone when you love them.
Oh.
I just have one question. Last question. So you dated two white men.
Yeah.
You're no longer with either one.
So far I'm with the second one.
Oh, the second one.
Can we talk about the age bracket?
Okay.
Yeah.
What age bracket is he in?
He's in 30.
Oh, okay. That's
Because you came to a dating show. So how did he feel about you coming to the dating show?
Yeah.
If you have a white boyfriend.
These people are open. If you tell him it's just a show, he will understand.
Content.
You have to trust me. I trust you. Yes.
You think a black man won't be that?
Hell no.
I don't think he will understand that better. He will think you're maybe Wetega.
So how did she
Yeah.
get on the show? Was it Lincoln or
Yeah.
Yeah, she came to.
was it through an
auditions.
agency or something or what?
Through an agency, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, have you cheated on him with a black man?
No.
Not
Would
yet.
Would you do
Not
it?
yet. I wouldn't, because I know what I want and I've got what I want.
Or so that means it ticks off some things.
Yes.
Do you
So-
think he's serious with you for marriage?
I think I'm not God. I don't know what is in his mind, because these people are not God. They're also human beings. Yes. So I am not God, but so far things are well.
Okay. Well.
Did
Her
he
mind is-
also want your booty?
Did he,
No, guys.
did he also want
By the way, because you found out the black guy wanted your behind.
Yeah.
The first guy, he also wanted your behind.
Behind.
Did you do it, by the way, with the first guy?
She Said no.
I
Is that the
didn't.
reason why you guys broke up?
Yes,
Yes,
because
she said
because
yes.
why these people, if they want something, they insist on it. They stick on
It's
it.
either
If
they
you
get
don't
it
like
or
it,
not.
it will even
Stop
if
it.
even if it's water.
Eh,
If he says that I want water,
eh.
he doesn't like it. If you give him water, he will just get pissed off.
So the second one has not asked you to pass your behind.
He hasn't because he doesn't want.
Wait,
Right.
he doesn't want. He
Yes.
already. You had the conversation already.
Yeah, of course, it's the first because that's my first thing.
You need to
Eh.
be sure if they were passing behind or not.
Did
Before
you
we waste
tell
each
him about
other's
your
time.
ex?
Yeah, I told him about him, and he was like, "No, I don't do asses." So, yeah.
Well.
Indeed. Wait, where is he from? Which nationality is he?
He's from Spain.
What? Oh,
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
You speak Spanish.
If this man
¿Cómo
was to
estás?
marry you, would you want to stay in Uganda or go with him to Spain?
I wouldn't mind where I would go because love is where
Wow.
where he is.
Is where
Well,
you'll be.
yeah, it's where I'll be. When we're together, that's what is important.
Does your family know you are with a Mzungu?
It doesn't because he didn't officially marry me. Yes. What if he changes his mind?
So with the black man, did your family know or did your friends know that you were with the black man?
Yeah, my friends knew, but not my family. You know, when someone doesn't marry you, why would you show him to your family members?
Maybe because you're just
What if he's just playing with you?
But do you think your family would give you a little different respect or treatment somehow if you told them you were with a white person compared to if you were with a black person?
I don't think. I think it's just normal because it's normal. We know it's normal. We are modernized. We know it's normal.
You have friends. Do you
Yes.
advocate for them to date white men?
Oh yeah. My friends, some told me they don't like. They see them as.
Oh my God,
Oh.
why? Because
Yes.
they get
They see
red.
them as. They say like make the circle.
Direct translation, I can't get with those.
And then some say they date them because of food.
Eh.
Yeah,
So they-
they when they want to try out nice food in nice restaurants,
They call
they
the
go
white
for
guys.
these white men for food, but they don't really like them.
Yeah.
And some really like them.
So do you think that most Ugandan ladies like white men or not really, or just like half?
I think like quarter
A quarter like
Yeah.
them.
who really like them, and then half like them for their property.
Money and stuff.
Yes.
So
You-
all the black Americans who watch this podcast, they have absolutely no chance, right?
No chance.
Oh wow.
Woo! Sorry,
Say it, I
guys.
should say it.
Sorry.
You
That's the first lady ever.
off camera, you said that you sometimes you may get with a black man because he can give you the satisfaction that the white man won't give you in terms of the bedroom. Expound on that. Tell us more.
I said what I mean. I can date him for the reason, but I am not interested. You can date someone. There are different reasons for dating.
Mm.
You can date someone for satisfaction, and then date someone for marriage
But there's
or
no
lifetime.
no, for marriage, it must be the white guy.
So I can, but I don't want.
Only for
I can date you, but I don't want you.
Well, black men, now you know.
My bad.
Black
brothers.
women can use you too for the bedroom stuff.
Booty clapping sounds. Well,
Girl.
I guess her mind is
I
made up.
want to know though.
Yeah.
I have been around people that like white men. I've dated a white man before as well. But I want to know, do you think Ugandan ladies or African ladies in general, there are some things they will accept to do because this person is a white man and they will not accept to do them because this person is a black man?
Good question. I was gonna ask that.
Yes.
Tell us more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, way.
These black ladies, they will accept to do like to wear indecent. Okay, they'll accept to tolerate those, as I said, the ass stuff. They can tolerate to pass through the ass. As I said, I was surprised for a black man to ask me for the ass because I know you don't. It's not in our culture.
Let the black
Yeah.
man in the comment section tell
I
us.
By
know it's
the
not
way,
in our
Is
culture
that passing
to pass through the
behind?
ass.
Would you pass it up?
I was surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, so some black ladies will accept for money because they have a problem. Maybe they want that 1 million, that 2 million. So they'll just accept
The booty clapping.
the booty and then
But even if it's not just for money, do you think black women can be so desperate for a white man that they will adjust themselves, whatever the culture says you must not do with your anus, because it's a white man? Because it's a white man, I would just... You understand what I mean? Even if it's not for money. But because he's a Muzungu and he likes this, I will adjust myself. They do.
Some will, because these white men are not picky. You can find a lady who you don't expect, who you think is ugly and is working with a white man. They are not picky. So some will, because he has chosen her. Yes.
There are some girls that you can look at and be like, she's too ugly to be with a white man.
Okay, whom you can think he's ugly, yes, but a white man feels attracted to her.
Yeah.
What girls do you think are normally the target for white men?
I think this guy is like dark skinned, slim, tall, not short, tall girls.
What's the secret with the slim, dark, tall girls?
Yeah, but
with no nyash.
yeah. Do white men don't like nyash?
I think black men are interested in and booty stuff, because like maybe when you wear some outfit like a gomesi, you're attracted, you're smart in a gomesi, you're respectful, you're fitting in that house as a wife. Maybe that's the reason
why black men
By
want
the way,
women with
which
bums.
is leading me to a question.
Yeah.
Do you think white men like the flat, behind-handed ladies because it's easier to pass by their anus because of small nyash?
I think those
I'm curious, guys.
I think those who really go for love,
Yeah.
they don't care about their size.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. So we really
Yeah.
can't change your mind on your preferences. Guys, we're running out of time.
I told
Esther,
y'all.
any last
No,
questions?
remember my last words. I remember there's a time Austin Holloman, the passport bros in Kenya were going so viral. Oh, they're treating the Kenyan ladies like this. And I remember I made a remark. Let the Austin elements of this world be. Because the white men are having life the easiest way ever. That's on her.
White men be clapping cheeks. in
Yeah,
Africa.
we be here complaining.
A lot.
Passport bros, they're doing this to our women. Find out what white men are
Those
doing.
white men
Yeah.
are
You'll be
booty.
shocked.
But I will say for the black girls out there, like, come on. No, you
Stop getting them cheeks clapped.
No, like you can do you don't have to think like that. You don't have to think like the white man is the it. Like date your fellow black people, you know?
Preference is preference, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not hating on her preferences.
However,
she has stood her ground by the way this whole episode. This is
That's
our
true.
first
Yes.
guest. She has not been swayed.
We've never had.
Someone this bold.
girl,
Yeah.
She has stood her ground. What's the message to the black men who are watching this?
yeah.
Let's two messages. One to the black men, the second one to the white men.
No, we don't do the white men. It's the King Ghana.
Okay,
The
let's
black
do
The
men.
message to black men.
Message to the black men.
A message to black men out there watching me. I think you should adjust on your words. Like you should stick to your words. Like know whom you love, know whom you like. Don't say you like me because I have my big breasts. When they fall, you change your minds. Yeah, stick to what you like.
So in actual sense, black men, they should take a lesson from white men.
From some white men.
Some. That's the ones who want to pass through the ass, right?
Okay, what would you tell African women that are interested in Bazungu?
Young
What
black
would you say?
girls.
Yeah.
African women who are interested in white men, you should know that these people don't like they don't like lies. Yeah, you should always not lie. They don't like lies. They don't like cheating. You should also be bold as them.
Do you think white men don't cheat?
I said some.
She said they're not good. They're
Even
human.
do you think all black men cheat?
With my experience, most.
Oh, that being said, where can the black men find you? Sorry. Where can people find you on social media?
I use Noble Pi 256 on all my social media handles.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much. O'Shea, last words?
You about to get a lot of messages, I can tell you that.
Esther, last words?
Subscribe to the Pan-African Dating Show. We love you. If you
Yeah.
are singing, searching, and you are looking for A black man or a black woman.
You know where to
Yes.
find us.
It's a PDS.
No white people on the show.
No. We don't do that.
Okay, and
We
you
pro
can-
blacks over here.
You can message us at Kenganda Nation. You can message me at Janita Maya. Send us an email at teamkenganda@gmail.com. And be kind to Noble Pie. She likes what she likes.
Yeah. We're not no haters.
Wrap this up. Okay, guys. Bye.
Peace.